Hi everyone! In today's video I'm sketching a lupine outside by a lake at the summer cottage. This video is something between a speed drawing, a tutorial and an ASMR video, since the drawing itself will be sped up, but I recorded birds singing and other sounds by the lake to use instead of background music. So it's a speed drawing with ambience sounds. And I'll also talk you through the sketching process. Before I started filming, I checked a lupine drawing tutorial by John Muir-Laws, which I link below along with the supplies I used. And he suggested starting with sketching the individual flowers from different angles and sketching the rough shape of the bloom. So that's what I did. I sketched a kind of a crooked triangle and cylinders inside it for the rows of flowers. I did this with a blue colored pencil, which I later regretted because my lines were too dark and there was no way to erase them. Then I used one flower as a reference and sketched it from the side, straight on and half profile to get a feel of what the individual little flowers look like from different angles. I moved over to the actual bloom and started sketching the flowers that are the closest and the flower buds on top. These flowers were mostly the straight on and side angles. After that, I sketched the flowers behind them in the back, and these were the half-profile ones. But I realized that I had sketched the little studies backwards compared to what I needed, so it wasn't very helpful for this part. I also added a few stray flowers between these rows of flowers and a leaf that has way too many leaflets, although I think a lupine leaf can have a varying amount of these leaflets, so maybe it's okay. I tried erasing the blue guidelines with a kneaded eraser, but could not get them completely erased and ended up smudging some of the actual sketch. After fixing up the lines, I started shading lightly with a hard H pencil and then added darker shading with a softer 4B pencil. I used the eraser of a mechanical pencil to add highlights and clean up the sketch, since I figured the kneaded eraser wasn't gonna do it. I really should replace it soon, it's getting too dirty. I added some even darker shading with a woodless graphite pencil and then started shading the flower angle sketches and the leaf. I also wanted to show you how I've been updating my blog/website and the new products I've added to my Redbubble and Society6 shops during the last few weeks. I've had a shop page on my blog for quite a while, but it wasn't very user-friendly or mobile-friendly. So I switched it to an image grid that you can use to navigate to a page with all my printable coloring pages, all my art prints and merch, or sign up to receive free coloring page samples to your email. And the coloring page and art print shop pages have similar image grids where each image links to that specific product, either in my Etsy shop or in Redbubble. I also made an art gallery page where you can see a larger variety of artworks. I didn't quite finish this sketch at the summer cottage, so I finished filming at home. By the way, I was absolutely pestered by mosquitoes while filming the outside portion, but I recently learned that allergy meds, antihistamine in particular, help with mosquito bites. I was taking them for other allergy symptoms, but noticed that I also got no marks or itching afterwards from these mosquito bites, even though they were biting my arms and legs the whole time. It doesn't prevent them from biting or the pain or itching while they bite, but it prevents the symptoms that usually come after it, at least for me. After shading the 3 individual flowers, I wasn't very happy with the harsh shading and outlines I did for the flowers on the bloom. They look kind of out of place in this. I also wish I'd made the bloom a bit more full, a bit wider, or maybe the flowers should be bigger and closer together as they were in the tutorial I looked at before starting. Something to consider for the next time I draw a lupine. If you want to see more sketching tips, click on the playlist on the screen. Thanks for watching. Bye!